two civilians have now been killed in a shooting incident which took place at the joint U.S. military base Pearl Harbor-Hickam in Hawaii. A gunman said to be a U.S. Navy sailor opened fire at the Pearl Harbor Naval shipyard there. The gunman also took his own life after shooting himself in the head. According to reports, the gunshot victims were civilians. A witness has said that he saw the gunman, who was wearing what appeared to be a Navy or sailor uniform, shot himself in the head. The U.S. joint base was under lockdown for 2 hours after the shooting incident.
What were the victims' conditions again?
Again, 3 victims, civilian shipyard workers. 2 have been confirmed deceased. The 3rd is in stable condition in a local hospital. And that's the information I can provide at this time.
Is this a Navy watchstander who was armed, who did the shooting?
That's still part of the investigation, but we have confirmed he is an active duty sailor.
Is the shooter deceased?
The shooter is deceased.
What kind of weapon did he use?
Again, that's still part of the investigation, and I don't have that information.
Were the DoD civilians employees, and did they work together with the sailor?
They were shipyard employees. Again, don't know any relationships. Obviously, in the shipyard, there's always a mixture of active duty personnel and shipyard workers.
And the Indian Air Force Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhaduria and his team were present at that base during the time of the shooting. All Indian Air Force personnel are safe and unaffected. The security forces responded immediately to that shooting incident that occurred at approximately 2:30 p.m. The joint base Pearl Harbor-Hickam is a combined U.S. Air Force and Navy installation located about 13 kilometers from Honolulu. The incident comes just 3 days before the 78th anniversary of the Japanese sneak attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor on the 7th of December 1941. Let's go straight across now to our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, joining us for more on that. The Indian Air Force personnel are safe. Tell us more about what you've been able to gather from the Indian Air Force so far.
Well, Molly, it's a pretty unfortunate incident. We know that the Indian Air Chief was present. He was there for the Pacific Air Chiefs Conference and was present in the base when the incident happened. But the Indian Air Force has said that nothing untoward happened and he is safe along with the officials accompanying him. But talking about the incident itself, it's not very uncommon when it comes to America, the shooting incident. But when it comes to base, it is quite safe. The last such incident which happened was in 2015 when it was a lone wolf attack. In that case also one of the military personnel engaged in infanticide. Before that it happened in 2013. But by and large we know that the Pentagon has relaxed rules to carry gun in bases primarily because of the shadow of terrorism, and that is why the personals can carry guns with them. And the motive of the person who was involved in the attack, who is in fact dead now, there are 3 casualties in the attack including the shooter. The motive is not known yet. The authorities there are tight-lipped.
All right, so that's the latest that we have at this point on that unfortunate incident. We're going to leave it there for the moment, though. Siddhant, thanks very much for those updates.